All right, so let's go ahead with the provisioning of the lab. So in this one, we will be seeing the installation. So installation of the VH, vBond, vSmart, and vManage. Now I will be using 20.4.4.1. This is the version I will be using, and I will be sharing the files according of these versions in the. I will put the link in the description. So let's move forward. So let's install. So before I go ahead and install, I need to connect my FileZilla to the GNS3 VM, and these are my files on the left hand side, and this is the QEMU directory. So to go to the directory, so you have to go to the opt, GNS3, images, and QEMU. So this is where all the images will be staying. So I will just double click on the 20.4.1 and the vSmart and the vManage. So I will copy the name of this vManage first. So first I'm going to install the vManage, vSmart, then the VH and vBond. So let the file transfer complete. All right, so all done. So let's go back to GNS3, click on new template, go to next, go to routers, and you should see vManage. Click on install, click on next, and wait, it will try to check the images, which it has the list. So it will populate the list. But since we are using 20.4.1, I don't think so it has. So in the list, it does not have 20.4.1. So click on create new 20.4.1. That is the version, and remove that one and enter our image name. Click on OK. And this is the hard disk. It's only for the vManage. We do not require hard disk for any other service, any other device. So click on OK. And you see that automatically it just says me that ready to install. So now if you do not have this one, so over here, if you click here and you will find the download one. So it just 192.5 KB file, so it should download easily. So click on that one and click on next. Yes, finish and OK. We'll do the same thing for the vSmart now. So I'll go back to router, vSmart, install, next, and the version will be 20.4.1 and the file name. So I will go back to my file name, that is vSmart 20.4.1, copy that one and paste it over here, click on OK, and ready to install, click on next, yes, and finish. vSmart also done. Now, vEdge and vBond, both of them are the same thing. It requires the same image, but I will install two different templates for vBond and vEdge. So let's go ahead and install the vBond now. So I will select the same template, that is VH Cloud, click on install, next. The new version will be 20.4.1. Click on OK. I will go back to my FileZilla and I will copy the name and come back here, paste it over here, click on OK. So this is the VH, and now I'm going to install the vBond. It's the same thing, no changes in here. Select the same template, install, next. Select the version 20.4.1. I will just say that VBD, vBond. Click on OK. Remove that name, paste the name which we have. Click on OK. Select that one, click on next. Yes, finish. OK. Now I will change those symbols and all those things. I will also share the symbols with you. So click on edit and preferences, go to the QEMU VM, and first we will configure the vManage here. So I will just change the name to vManage. And you see the 32 GB of RAM, so just remove it. 8192 should be enough, and 2 CPUs should be all good. So network, just keep it as default. And the symbol, I want to change the symbol. So now currently I do have symbols already installed in my GNS3. So I will be selecting from the existing library. But what you have to do is that you need to select the custom symbols and browse according where the symbols are. So currently I do have in my custom symbols. If you see that, I already have the vManage one. Click on OK and OK. Now vSmart, I will do the same thing. For the vSmart 4 GB, only 2 GB should be enough. And the symbol, I will change the symbol. So custom symbols, go to the vSmart, click on OK and OK. Now coming to the VA bond now, click on edit. I will rename this one as a V bond and I will change the symbol as, so I will select the V bond symbol now. And select the V bond, click on OK. And 2 GB, I think 1 GB should be more than enough for V bond. And the VH, the same thing. I will remove and I will just put the name as VH and I will change the symbol to the VH. So custom symbols and this is the VH and I do not require 2 GB of RAM for VH, but since I will be using networks as number 8, that means 8 interfaces. So that's why I will be using 2 GB of RAM. So click on OK. Now you see that it did not change yet. So I will click on apply and it has changed now. Click on OK. Now, other thing which is left is that the certificate authority, CA. So in the GNS3, I do have the CentOS Linux machine. So I will be using that one as a certificate authority. If I go back to my GNS3, if I go back to the guest and you see that it's already been installed. But if you go to new template, click on next and go to guest and you should see CentOS Cloud Guest. Click on install, click on next, next. And you see that. So this is the latest version which I have already downloaded. So it's available for free. Just download and install. That's it. So these are the files which you require to install before we proceed. There is one more file that is the CSR file for the CSR 1000V. So this is also a pretty straightforward. You just go to the FileZilla, install or transfer your file and go to the template on the GNS3. So that will be new template, next, and go to routers and select CSR 1000V. Click on install, next and next. And you should see that all the files list has been populated. Now, if your list is different, then you have to click on create a new version. So in my case, I will be using, I think it's 9.17.3.4a. So this is the point. So I'm exactly not sure about the version, but I think that's the 9.17. So if I come back here, I do not have 9.17, it's 9.16 is the last. So you have to click on create a new version and follow the same process which I followed with the vManage, vSmart and vBond. So these are the files which you are required in order to proceed now. So from the next video, we will be proceeding with the installation of the vManage now.